Well, hello and welcome to this local weather report. Wasn't going to do one today, but we actually have to talk about wildfire smoke, believe it or not. If you look at this satellite image here, which is what we're starting off, we've got a couple of pretty big wildfires going on. We got one in Virginia, as well as one in looks like Tennessee. This is pretty crazy stuff. So let's talk about these wildfires going on. Jeez, I can't believe we got to talk about wildfires. So, we've got Pigeon Forge wildfire burning near Dollywood, Knoxville, Tennessee. So this must be the pigeon part. This must be the other. Oh, jeez, really? All right. So Dollywood temporary suspends park entry due to nearby wildfire. There's a wildfire near Dollywood into Tennessee. It's near Knoxville. So it says 20 firefighters were fighting this wildfire. I mean, this is the first time I ever remember seeing wildfires in mid-November. The U.S. Forest Service says some of the largest wildfires are active along the Georgia and South Carolina border, as well as Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, and Virginia. So, yeah, this is bad stuff. So, let's see. We've got a number of wildfires going here. We got the Matts Creek wildfire in Bedford County. This is Virginia. So, this is the other one we're looking at here. It's 3,600 acres. And then we've got, I shouldn't say local weather report because it is affecting us though. All right. It is affecting us. So Pigeon Forge is the, other wildfire. So Pigeon Forge, is the other wildfire. So we have two here. Pigeon Forge wildfire update here. Come on. So this is very close to Dollywood. Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. All right, 5-acre fire. It's got to be well bigger than that. Got to be well bigger than that. Whatever we're seeing, unless that's another wildfire, but it's somewhere in Tennessee. So let's see, Tennessee. Yeah, let's see. Where are fires burning in eastern Tennessee? Let's see. So there are a number of them here. So there's many wildfires burning. Many, as you see there. So not good. Not a good situation at all. So this is the MODIS satellite here. And you can see this is the wildfire here burning near Knoxville, Tennessee. That looks pretty big. Now we got a number of those. One here. There's another one here. So all the smoke that we're seeing is actually, you could notice a little bit of it today, and you could even smell it at times. So we had a clear day today across the area. We didn't have any clouds until a few of the cirrus clouds. The aviation junk came in like a little bit in the afternoon. But other than that, we still had a pretty blue sky today, and I have a video of it from you of some of the fall colors that I saw over in Connecticut River State Park today. It was pretty spectacular. But one thing you can notice here is that when I looked down in the distance, you could see haze. That's actually smoke. You can see that. That's actually smoke. So it was we had some low-level smoke today in the air, and this is all coming from these wildfires. I can't believe we're talking about wildfires in November. I mean, what is going on with this world that we're talking about wildfires in November? So let's see. You can see this one here is going pretty good. This one here is northwest of Lynchburg, Virginia. That fire looks huge. And then we have the one in Tennessee as well. This one here. Which that one looks a little bit less. So it got a little bit better there, but these fires are really just continuing to rage here. And I don't think there's much rain in the forecast for them either, unfortunately. But you can see fairly clear skies today. Let's go look at the satellite loop here. I kind of have This is an extended satellite loop, so you can see the smoke from these wildfires. Let's see if we can move it to the mid-Atlantic more and see if we can get a better look at that. But you can see, look at that smoke there. So that's why I had to do this weather report tonight, talking about, yes, wildfire smoke again. I can't freaking believe it. Let's see if we have one that can show us the smoke. Not really. That seems... You have Great Lakes, Northeast. You don't really have one for Appalachian. You have Southeast. That's really not going to... Yeah, that'll show us some of it. Not really going to show us all of it, though. But if we go in here and look, you'll see. Just look at Tennessee here. These fires going right there. You can see them there. But anyway, yeah, we had some smoke today. A little bit of haze in the air from these wildfires. Nobody else is going to talk about it because they don't want to talk about it. But right now, the temperature is 45 degrees at Islip. It was a pretty mild day today. You see visibility is 9 miles. Let's take a look at the visibility because it seemed like it was reduced a little bit. So we had 10 miles. We even had a little mist being reported. I guess dew point's a little bit of fog. We might see some of that tonight. But yeah, you could see some reduced visibility here in the evening. And let's see, during the day, mostly smoke being reported there at 3 o'clock. I noticed it and I smelled it. I smelled wildfire smoke today. So, yeah, I smelled it, especially toward the afternoon. So, there you go. Some smoke in the air today. So, yeah, pretty crazy stuff. But other than that, we got into the mid-60s today before the sea breezes came in the afternoon and knocked the temperatures down. So, if you were in other areas, it would be a lot warmer. Generally mid-40s out there right now. The city's still holding on to 50s. And look at that, 37 already in the Pine Barrens west of Toms River. And I'm sure it got very warm there today. We'll just take a look. I probably got close to 70 because they didn't get a sea breeze at all. Let's see what they got. Very few observations out of there, actually. We'll have to just put the highs on the map. Let's do that. We'll go to the highs first. And you'll see Long Island generally in the mid-60s, closer to 70 on the North Shore. Zooming in a little bit here, let's see. We got mid-60s in Mineola. Central Park was 64. LaGuardia was 66. And let's see how New Jersey did. So they were a little bit warmer, 67. I think they have a chance of getting to 70 tomorrow, 68. So a couple degrees warmer in Jersey. Let's look at the lows. And West Hampton got down to 32, believe it or not. 37 at Islip. So mid-30s in a lot of areas on Long Island. The city was in the mid-40s. Northern New Jersey, mid-30s. And New Jersey Pine Barrens also had mid-30s as well. 31 was reported at Oswego Lake in the Pine Barrens there. 30, even colder in Jackson. Wow, so it's some pretty decent radiational cooling. The air was still fairly dry, but we are seeing the moisture levels increase in the air, so that's going to result in a warmer night, but still 36 in West Hampton. So, except for the Pine Barrens, somehow they find a way to get colder. Go figure. So, yeah, let's go and talk about the smoke a little more. Nobody else seems to want to bring it up at all, but we did actually have some smoke in the air today. So I'm going to look at some more observation sites and see if there are some more reporting the smoke, especially if you're in Jersey, because it might have actually been thicker there. I got to find Monmouth, Belmore, Farmingdale. Let's see if they actually reported smoke as well. No. But, yeah, definitely seen some smoke today in the air today. Though it was very, you could notice it, definitely notice it. So we're going to look at the smoke model. We're going to start off with that. Let's go ahead and look at the smoke model. All right. Let's get the latest one. So actually, we'll go back to an old one. Yeah, we'll go back to the 21. I think the 21Z is the longer one. So we're going to first do the near-surface smoke because it did seem like we had some near-surface smoke today. Even though, you can see a little bit of it coming off there. It's not really showing it. It's not doing a good job showing it at all, this model. We have to use the HRRR one. So if the vertically integrated is probably not going to show either. Yeah, you can see a little bit of it on the vertically integrated. There it is. See, as we go into tomorrow, we might get to see have to deal with some as well. Let's go to the HRRR one because that one may be better. I'll use the 0Z. HRRR one, near surface smoke. This one might work better because this is the American one. The other model is the Canadian one. So that works better for Canadian fires. This one might work better for the American fires. You can see that fire pop up there. Near surface smoke. It's still not showing it getting near us, but those fires and that and the wind flow from the southwest, I mean, you got to figure that we're going to see some effects. So let's load this one here. This is the vertically integrated smoke. And then we'll go look at the actual weather. Yeah. There's some smoke around. Tomorrow we won't see as much of it, I think, because maybe we'll have more of a southerly flow. But look at that. As we get toward early Saturday, we may deal with a little bit of smoke or part of Saturday. That looks a little thicker on this one. So I can't believe we're dealing with smoke in November. My gosh. I don't ever remember this happening in November. This is absolutely insane. So we're just going to look at the short-range models, just talk about tomorrow's weather. And we'll look at the HRRR and just, show you this cold front here. It's going to be coming through. So this would be our next chance of rain. But as you see, it just fizzles. And look at that. If you look over here at Tennessee and Virginia, they're not going to get any rain from it. Very little. It's not going to really be enough to help at all. And for us, it just kind of fizzles out. And then Saturday, we could have a little bit. It's showing barely anything. But the conditions do become breezy later on Saturday, and that's the problem. You're going to have breezy conditions, dry air, and we may even have to worry about wildfires. It's been very dry. Like I said, we haven't had any rain this month. It's barely anything. This is not normal. So we're going to have to worry about that. Yeah, we're going to have to worry about that for sure. And same thing for the areas where these wildfires are burning, which are, again, Tennessee is over here. If we go and look at the total accumulated precipitation on the HRRR, you'll see, barely anything. This is Virginia over here, so the fire is burning in Virginia somewhere over here. Maybe some of the mountains will get something, but most of the rain is going to be north of where these fires are burning. So, it's not going to be good. The reason why is because we don't really have a whole lot of moisture to work with. You'll see the dew points are fairly low. They come up a little bit tomorrow and later in the day. You see a little bit of it, but then the drier air kind of comes in. And then by Saturday, you can see we're back to north winds again. So temperatures, it's going to be warm too tomorrow. After dropping into the 40s for most of us tonight, it'll be in the 40s. However, from the Pine Barrens, you're going to be dealing with 30s. I don't think anyone goes below freezing, but tomorrow, look at how warm it gets. I think New Jersey have a good bet of breaking 70. Maybe some records broken tomorrow. You see for Long Island, temperatures will probably be similar to today before they start dropping in the afternoon due to the sea breeze. And then stays warm tomorrow night. And then as we head into Saturday, you'll see it'll stay much cooler. We'll be struggling to reach the low 50s once we get to Saturday. All right. Like I said, we'll talk more about this cold front tomorrow night. Tonight, I mainly did this because of the smoke. Believe it or not, you got to deal with smoke. That's pretty crazy. As far as skies go, we're going to have a lot of cirrus around tomorrow. I mean, if we take we'll look at our midday. Let's do our midday here. Snapshot of the sky. You'll see here that we're going to have a lot of cirrus up here. See them? So it's going to be a pretty junky looking sky. You throw in a little smoke in there, it'll be more junky probably. But as you go into Saturday, 17Z, let's see. Let's see what we got here. It may not actually, it's still showing clouds over Long Island at 17Z. HRRR is a little slower clearing the low-level clouds out. Some of the models are a little quicker with that. We'll talk more about that difference tomorrow. If we look at some of the other models, they're a little quicker. But, it will be a Saturday. We won't see much rain. So That's the bottom line, which is good for the weekend, but not good in terms of overall rain that we need because it's been very dry. Now we have all these leaves on the ground, so we may see some wildfires. We usually don't have wildfires in the fall in our area, but it's something that we're all going to have to be mindful of because the conditions are getting. Let's see if we have a fire weather forecast. Excuse me. Let me see. Let's see if we can get a fire weather forecast here. Actually, I think if we go to PB New York, U.S. or something like that, I forgot what it was. PB State, New York. I think they actually have a fire danger thing here. It says low. Fire danger rating is low. So it says low. Has it up there as low. But I'm a little concerned that we may have some higher fire dangers. So we're going to have to, be mindful of that because we've hardly had any rain. So lastly, let's just go over our statistics for the day. And then we'll get into tomorrow. And then we'll, have them. All right. I'm tired. 64 degrees was the high today. Normal high is 53. It's 11 degrees above normal. Low of 38 was just 1 degree above normal. So our average at Islip of 51 puts us 6 degrees above normal for the day. Central Park got up to 65. That's 11 degrees above normal on the high and 8 degrees above normal for the day. Newark, 69. 14 degrees above normal. Wow, that's pretty significant. So we'll have to see if any records fall tomorrow. There is the potential. So that's going to wrap up this weather report here as we talk about the smoke back in the picture again. It's unbelievable that we're still dealing with haze from wildfire smoke. And nobody else seems to want to talk about it, but of course I'll be talking about it because it needs to be talked about. Have a good night.